terrible news this morning. I woke up, I started moving around, packing up, and I noticed that my sleeping pad started deflating. And I was like, oh no, what's going on? I flip it over and I find a tiny little stick stabbing through it. Ah, sad. I go into the Sierra in a week, so I have to figure this out really quickly. I'm super bummed. Weirdly, Pickles' sleeping pad is also not holding air right now. So it's weird, it's happening to us both at once, but sad. It's going to be another big day today on the PCT. Yesterday was about 23 miles, 4,500 feet of elevation gain. Today will be about 22 miles, 3,000 something feet of elevation gain. So a little bit chiller, so that's good. Was initially trying to get to Ridgecrest 2 days from now. I've got about 42 miles to go. However, my friends Stephanie and Andrew, who hiked in 2022, I think, might come out to visit tomorrow night, stay at the Walker Pass campground. So I'm like, okay, in that case, I gotta make it to Walker Pass by tomorrow night. So that means a series of 20-mile days this week, but I think it's good. I've been wanting to stretch my legs and test myself, and I want to get stronger. I feel like I've been being held back a little bit by the trail family. I want to go faster than them, but now Pickles is on board. She wants to cruise. She wants to push herself too. We're both kind of like, we're going in the Sierra. We need to get stronger. So anyway, she and I are on the same page. Although I'm kind of worried I'm finding myself in a third wheel situation now. She started dating someone on the trail. Very nice guy. But Mono has fallen behind. Jackson's fallen behind. And Jackson is like taking an extra 0 at a friend's cabin this week after he had some short hiking days. So I don't know if we'll get Jackson back, to be honest. I think Mono will catch up when we get to Ridgecrest. I hope so, because I'm like, I don't want to just hang out with Pickles and her boyfriend, but I also don't want to lose Pickles either. Like, we're like trail sisters. We like really have a connection. So I don't know, guys. I feel like relationships on the trail, and by that I mean like friendships and all kinds of relationships, I feel like they're really tough. I feel like that's kind of the hardest part of thru hiking, weirdly. At least like these types of, like AT, PCT that are so busy. There's so many people. Inevitably, humans are just social creatures and we link up with each other, and I don't know, relationships are hard. And it's hard to know what to do sometimes. I really came in thinking like this is going to be a solo adventure. I don't need to get into a trail family like I did on the AT. But then you meet people and they're so fun. And obviously it's more fun to have friends on the trail than just to be by yourself all the time. But then it's like, do I do the miles I want to do, or do I hang out with my friends? So it's constant like, what should I do? I don't know. But we'll see how it all plays out. But yeah, Walker Pass by tomorrow night. Let's go. These look like deer tracks. I have not seen any deer on the PCT yet. I love these flowers. I think they're so pretty with all their shades of pink and purple. Very different vibe this morning from the beautiful pine forest I was sleeping in last night. Really feels like back in the desert. Very rocky and sandy in this area. Just scooting downhill through sand in this little part. Kind of fun. Ooh, look at this. So deserty and dry out here. Wow. Oh, thank you, trail angels. Thank you, thank you. This is an extremely dry section. There's no natural water today at all, just 2 water caches. So I'm just so grateful for the trail angels. Like, how could we even do this? Like, we have to be carrying so much water all the time. Like, thank you, trail angels. You're seriously heroes. It's a Joshua Tree world today. Hey, for all the non-American folks out there, we've reached 1,000 kilometers. Woot woot! Found the perfect lunch spot with some shade. Can't turn that down, so I guess I'll stop. Doing the last of my wraps for lunch. We got tofurkey, red pepper, and avocado. Yum! And a nice treat for myself, Nutella Be Ready bar. Just like a crispy little wafer that's filled with Nutella. I have great news. My friends Andrew and Stephanie are definitely coming out tomorrow night and meeting me at Walker Pass. We're gonna camp out at the campground. And they're gonna stop at REI and get me a new sleeping pad. Thank God. I was like, I can't go into the Sierra with a broken sleeping pad. So, I'm so relieved. I hope the patch holds tonight, but if not, I'll get a rough night of sleep and then I'll have a new pad tomorrow. And I'll get to see them, which is also fantastic. Hooray. I just saw the first hiker that I've seen all day pass me while I'm at this lunch spot. It's been a glorious morning. I love feeling like I'm the only person on a trail. In real life, I seek out times when I think that other people won't be there to hike. Like, I just really love being alone when I'm hiking. So anyway, Pickles and her boy Andrew, they left camp before I even came out of my tent this morning, which I came out at like just after 6, so they were early birds today. But so I did not actually see them, and I haven't seen any other hikers today. I did have a couple of day hikers stop by and talk to me while I was at the water cache, but that was fun. They were just going to hike a local peak, and they just wanted to say hi and see how the trail's going. But yeah, I've had the actual trail to myself all day, and I have loved it. I remember a friend of mine from the AT who went on to hike the PCT, Chandler. He referred to the PCT as a hiker superhighway, and I think about that all the time because, like, especially when you're going into town or coming out of town, there's a million people on the trail and you're leapfrogging with people all day long, and I hate it. I hate it. So I always think about how he called it a hiker superhighway, which he is right. But it turns out the trick is you need to do big miles right out of town, and then you will outrun a lot of people, and then you will get out of the town bubble, which is a glorious place to be. I found Pickles. She was laying under a Joshua tree. She had found cell phone service, and you can count on if she ever finds cell phone service, or internet as she calls it, that she will stop. There's my tent. There's Pickles. Pickles forced me to come out of my tent for this sunset. I didn't put my shoes on though. Whoops.